Good day, I'm Elika Fabi Panya from BSN 111F Group 24, and for today I am going to perform a complete bed bath. A complete bed bath means washing someone who is in bed, and the purpose of it is to help cleanse the skin, and it also helps the skin free from microorganisms. For the materials that we will be using, we have here a basin that will be filled with water later. We also have our lotion, our liquid soap, our pair of gloves. We also have our bath blanket, our 4 bath towels, and we also have our washcloth. Now, when doing a complete bed bath, the nurse should first wash his or her hands to avoid the spread of microorganisms that can cause diseases. Since we are done washing our hands, we are now going to proceed with providing our clients his or her privacy, and that by means of closing the doors and the curtains. After that, we are now going to proceed with identifying the patient, explain the patient the procedure, and assessing the patient. Okay, so hi sir, I am Elika Favipanya and I will be your nurse for today. Sir, may I know what is your name?
My name is Rafi Deliato.
So you're Rafi Deliata. Sir, what do you want me to call you during the procedure?
Sir Rafi.
Okay, so Sir Rafi, good morning. So for today, we will going to perform a complete bed bath. Okay, so I'm going to wash your entire body, and you're gonna cooperate with me by means of following of what I instructed you to do. Would that be okay, sir? Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, sir. But first, let me check your skin. Okay, sir, do you feel itchy?
None.
None. Do you have pain in your body parts? None. Okay, good. Okay, so sir, since we are gonna be having our complete bed bath, do you want to urinate first?
No, I'm good.
You're good. Okay. So the purpose of asking the patient if he or she wants to urinate first, it is because during the procedure, which is the complete bed bath, warmth and activity can stimulate the need of the patient to void. So it is very important that we will ask the patient that prior to doing the complete bed bath. Sir, I'm going to be back, okay? I'll just have to get the materials that is needed for the complete bed bath, okay? Now, I have all the necessary materials that will be used in our complete bed bath. And I've also wear my gloves. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to raise the bed to a convenient working height, and we are going to lower the side rails that is near us. After that, we are going to assist the patient to the side of the bed. Now, the purpose of it is for us to have a proper body mechanics and to ensure the safety of our patient. Okay, sir. Inside, okay. Good. Now, we are going to place our bath blanket over the patient while removing the soil top sheet. After that, we are going to place the soil top sheet into the hamper. Okay, sir. I'm going to place this over you, okay? So could you please hold this? Okay, hold this while I remove your soil top sheet. Now, the purpose of having a bath blanket is to provide the patient comfort, warmth, and privacy. Now, we are going to start removing the patient's gown. Now, when removing it, we should always remember that if the patient has an IV line, an injury, or reduced in mobility, we are going to start removing the gown on the unaffected area. But since my patient don't have any of those I've mentioned, I am going to simply remove his shirt. Okay, sir, let me remove it for you, okay? Now, I have filled my basin with 2/3 full of warm water, and I've also checked the temperature already. But let us also consider to ask our patient and for us to make sure that the patient can tolerate the temperature of the water. Okay, sir, can you touch the water if it's okay for you? Is it warm enough? Okay, so I've already removed the pillows under the patient's head. Now we are going to proceed with washing the client's face. Now the first step is to place this towel appropriately. Now the first towel will be placed under the patient's head. And the second towel will be placed over the patient's chest. Now, we are going to wash the eyes of the patient with the use of the water, and we are going to dry them well. Now, when washing the client's eyes, we are going to use the separated corner of this washcloth. And the direction should be from the inner canthus to the outer canthus. Now, we are going to dry them well. Now, the purpose of that is to avoid the transmission of microorganisms from one eye to the other eye. We are going also to ask our patient if he or she wants to use soap on her face, or his face. Sir, do you want to use soap on your face? Okay, that's alright. After that, we are going to proceed with washing the client's face, ears, and neck. Does it feel good? Are you okay? Sir, would you like to be shaved today, or would you like to get shaved?
No, I'm good.
You're good? Now, for the unconscious patient, we are going to wash their eyes with plain warm water, following the same step. We are going to use the separated corner of this washcloth for each eye, following the inner canthus to outer canthus for each eye. Again, to prevent the transmission of microorganisms from one eye to the other eye. Now, if instilled, we are going to put an eye drops or ointment with their eyes, and if it is still closed, we are going to let it like that. After that, we are going to close the eyelids gently and place an eye shield or an eye patch. Now, we are going to wash the arms and hands of the patient. The first step for that is to expose the arm that will be first washed. Sir? First. Okay. Now we're trying to make sure that it should be covered with a bath blanket. After that, we are going to place the bath towel lengthwise beneath the patient's arm. After that, we are going to wash, soaps, rinse, and dry the arms and axillae of the patient. Now, when we are going to wash the patient's arm, we are first going to follow long, firm strokes from distal to proximal. Now, the purpose of it is to promote increase in venous blood return of the patient. Does that feel good, sir? Just like that. Just relax, okay? I'm going to wash your nails, okay? After that, we are going to dry it properly. So what we did on the left arm of the patient, we are going to do it on the right side. Okay, so again, we are first going to expose the arm that we will going to wash. Okay, we should always make sure that the body of the patient is covered with the bath blanket. After that, we are going to get a bath towel, okay? And we are going to place it lengthwise beneath the arm of the patient. So after that, we are now going to wet, soaps, and rinse and dries the arms to the axillae of the patient. So again, we are following long, firm strokes from distal to proximal to promote increase in venous blood return of the patient. Okay. we are going to proceed with washing the hands and nails of the patient. Okay, sir, are you okay? Does it feel good?
Yeah.
Okay, that's nice. Okay. Are you feeling fresh?
Yeah.
That's good. After that, we are going to dry it properly. Now, we are going to proceed with washing the abdomen and the chest of the patient. And by doing that, we are first going to place a bath towel over the patient's chest. After that, we are slowly removing the bath blanket up until the umbilical area of the patient. Okay, the purpose of that bath towel over the patient's chest is again to provide warmth and privacy of the patient, and of course to maintain the dignity of the patient. Now, we are going to wash, soaps, and rinse the patient's chest and abdomen. So we are going to lift up the bath towel and we are going to wash the patient's chest following long, firm strokes. Excuse me, sir. That. Also, let's not forget the umbilical area of the patient. Okay. Now, when doing this, we should always give special attention to the skin folds of the patient. Especially if your patient is a female, we should always give special attention to the skin under the breast of your female patient, and also if the patient is overweight. So we need to make sure that we need to rinse and dry it well. Okay. You good? Are you okay?
Feeling good.
Okay. Again, following long, firm strokes. Now, for the female patient, it is very important to give special attention to the skin underneath the breast of the patient. And also, check and change the water if it is necessary. And again, maintain privacy to the patient. Now, we are down to washing the legs and feet of the patient. Now, the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to expose the leg that we will going to wash first. Okay? Now, when exposing the legs of the patient, we should always be careful to cover the perineum area. It is because to maintain the privacy and the dignity of the patient. After that, we are going to place a bath towel lengthwise beneath the legs of the patient. Okay, sir, I'm going to insert towel here. After that, we are going to wash, soaps, and rinse and dries the patient's legs. Again, following long, firm strokes from distal to proximal to promote the increase of venous blood return of the patient. After that, we are going to dry it well. Now, we are going to wash the feet of the patient. Are you still feeling good, sir?
Yeah, feeling good.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Again, we are going to dry it properly. Now, we are going to proceed with the other leg. So first, we are going to expose the patient's leg that will be washed. Okay. So again, when doing this, we should always be careful of the perineum area of the patient to maintain the patient's privacy and to maintain the patient's dignity. Okay. After that, we are going to place a bath towel beneath the patient's leg. Okay. We're going to put it lengthwise. So, are going to wash, soaps, rinse, and dries the leg of the patient. Again, using long, firm strokes from distal to proximal to promote the increase of venous blood return of the patient. You feeling good, sir? Are you okay? Okay, it's nice. Okay. After that, we are going to dry it properly. Now we are going to proceed with the foot of the patient. I'll be gentle, sir, okay? And we are going to dry it properly. After that, we are going to apply lotion. A while ago, I've already discarded the washcloth that I used earlier, and I've also changed and refilled the water from the basin, and I've also changed my pair of gloves. And most importantly, my patient took care of his perineal care because he doesn't want me to take care of it, which I respected. And after that, we are now going to proceed with washing the back of the patient. When we are going to wash the back of the patient, we are first going to assist the patient into a prone or side-lying position facing away from us. Now, let us imagine that the side rails on this part of the patient is already raised. Okay, sir. Okay. After that, we are going to place a bath towel alongside the back of the patient. Okay, we're going to position it lengthwise on the back of the patient. Okay, let us always maintain that most of the skin of the patient is covered by the bath blanket. Okay. After that, we are now going to wash, soaps, rinse, and dries the back of the patient. Again, we are going to apply long, firm strokes. Sir, are you okay?
I'm feeling good.
Does it feel good? Okay, extend from the shoulder to the buttocks part. Okay. You good, sir?
Yeah.
After that, we are going to dry it properly. Now, since I finished washing the back of the patient, we are now going to perform a back massage. Only if the patient insists, okay? Okay, so since the skin of the patient is intact, I am going to remove my gloves and I'm going to discard it. Okay, sir, do you want to get a back massage?
Yes, please.
Okay. So apply the lotion like this. Now, since we are done with the bed bathing, we are now going to proceed with helping our client to put on his clothes. Sir, I'm going to put this on you, okay? After that, we are now going to check if there are devices that are attached to the patient. After that, we are now going to comb the hair of the patient properly. Feeling good, sir? You feeling fresh? After that, we are now going to place the signal devices near the patient and thus the aftercare of the equipment. After that, we are going to perform hand hygiene and we are going to document any pertinent observations from the procedure. Thank you so much for watching. Again, I'm Elaika Fevi Panya from BSN 111F Group 24. That would be all. Thank you so much, Sir Lester.